Hey Doc, I watched your video on stress and anxiety and how alignments can cause anxiety. How does it exactly does that work?
Well, one, thank you for watching the last video I put out, and that means a lot that you actually pay attention to that. But yeah, I'd be glad to explain how spinal alignments or misalignments can play a part in your anxiety. So we're going to go from a large topic and we're going to narrow it down pretty small just for the sake of the video. So basically what happens whenever you have a misalignment in the joint, that does send a stress signal to the brain. And what the brain does, it's going to register that signal and it's going to see it saying, help me. So say this joint in your elbow or the joint in the back or even your neck, doesn't matter where it is. If that joint's stuck, it sends a signal to the brain saying, help me, help me, help me. And the brain's going to say, okay, what do we do? Cortisol, go. So now your pituitary is releasing cortisol into your body. All right, now it's not a huge flush of it. Whenever you get that huge rush of cortisol, that's whenever you get the fight or flight. So if you have a situation that is life-threatening typically or is extremely nerve-wracking, that's when you get all jittery, you get the adrenaline rush, your legs get wobbly, things like that. And one, you're either going to run from the situation or you're going to fight. Now, not all situations are going to call for you to be able to do one or the other, if either for that matter. But what typically happens is you have these misalignments that build up over time. Sometimes it causes pain, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why judging your health and how your body's functioning off of pain is a very, very, very bad idea. So if you have these little misalignments that aren't causing you pain, but it's causing dysfunction and it's sending a stress signal to the brain saying, help me, the brain's going to have basically cortisol dripping out. It's not going to be a faucet that's on full blast. It's going to be a drip. And if you ever hear a drip in your faucet at night, that tink, 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 gets to be a little annoying, right? Well, instead of your brain getting annoyed, basically you're put on high alert all the time. So your brain is constantly scanning for threats in this point in time because of that constant drip of cortisol. Now there's all sorts of other things that happen, that's not the point of this video, that chronic cortisol dripping does cause, and we want to get rid of that because of all the other issues. But anxiety comes about because of this, because your brain is constantly looking for these threats. It's literally driving you nuts in some way to where you can't relax. Any little drop of a pen or anything out of the norm is going to send you into a potential anxiety attack. So when you get the adjustments, it calms down that response. It turns off the threat response and allows the brain to calm down. And eventually it's not going to be an automatic shut off, especially if it's been going on for years. If you've got the symptom and it's been going on for years or decades, it's going to take a long time to get out of. But eventually with repetition, it's going to calm that signal down. That drip's going to stop. Your body's going to heal and the anxiety can leave at that point in time. So there you go. Hope that helps.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Doc. That makes a lot of sense. And now I know.
And knowing's half the battle.